Okay, picking up on our O9X navigation video, I want to now show you how you actually go through the sections in your course. So all of this upper stuff here is important. It is documents and extra things kind of on the side, but we haven't yet got to where you actually do your math work. So that will depend on which course you're in. I'm just going to open up the Math 091 tab for right now. They all work the same way. So it will start with module, whatever your first module is, and go to the last one. So for example, Math 091 is modules 1 through 6. Starting with module 1, there's a little intro page here that talks about you can pass an optional pretest or you can work through a module. So the pretest will, if you score a 70% or higher on it, it will skip you through this entire module and move you straight to module 2. Or if you either don't wish to take it or you try taking it and you don't achieve the 70, then you will work through the module. Okay, so a little more information about pre-testing. It will link you to all of the e-text sections in that module, so you can always click on these and take a look through the book over the topics that are going to be included on this pre-test to get an idea. Is this stuff that I've seen before? Do I already kind of know how to do this? Maybe you could work through a few examples, just kind of to get an idea. There is a practice pre-test. You can attempt the practice test twice if you wish. After practicing twice, you should have a pretty good idea about whether you do know this material and it would be a good idea to pre-test, or whether you really don't know the material and maybe you should just get started working in the module. Of course, after you take a pretest, you can review it in the gradebook to see what you missed and to practice whatever maybe you missed. This is true for any test. To receive credit for the test, you must write down all of your work on your own paper, legibly numbered, circling your final answers, and then enter those answers into MLP and submit it. It says to email your test paper to me for grading, but again, we can also use that Canvas shell as a place to upload that. For this one in particular, you may not use a calculator in order to take the test, but you can use some of the other help aids. So whenever you take any test and you submit it, you will not know, it will not show you a score. You will have to submit your paper to me, and that is when your test is considered actually taken, and I will grade that paper, and then I will send you your score back. Either yes, you passed, or no, you didn't pass, and here is what you should do next. Okay, so if you decide to take the pretest, you'll click on this link and take it here. If you either earn a 70% on it, you skip to the next module, or if you do not earn a 70% on it, then you need to start working through the module. So if you pretest out of the module, you skip everything else on here and you go back out to the next module. So let's assume you do not pass this. Then what do? You start at the top of this list and you basically work your way down. So these module 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3, these are going to be where you take notes, you watch videos that we have selected for you, and you do homework assignments. So for each one of these, there will be videos, notes, homework, video, notes, homework, video, notes, homework, and occasionally you will hit a progress check, which is basically a quiz over all of the above material. Once you pass all your homeworks at 90, it allows you to move to the next one. A progress check has to be passed at an 80%, and once you pass it at an 80%, again, you move on to the next item, and then you do videos, notes, homework, the next progress check, and on until you finally get to the post-test. Here's what one of those pages look like. So again, it will have a guided notebook assignment. What that is that takes you to the book. We include some videos that we want you to watch, and then you do a homework assignment. Let me get back. I couldn't get this 1.1 page. There it is. Okay, so on the very first page of every module, it will say print the guided notebook pages for that module. If you click on that, it will take you to a Google Docs area find the one you need. So this would be the Module 1 guided notebook. And you want to download that and print if you can. If you can print, the best way is to do that, and then you can actually just write the answers on the paper. If you do not have access to a printer, what you want to have is this up on your screen, and you want to just write on your own paper all of the material that you need here. So it starts with just definitions and things like that, but it will then move on to, let me get to an area where some of it will actually then be problems to complete. And you can use your e-text to help you do that. So you're going to print your guided notebook pages, and then you're going to use this guided notebook assignment, which is, again, that's the book. The book will lead you through how to fill out those pages. Extra videos, if we have videos included, will be next, and then it will send you to a homework assignment. So read your book and fill out your notes, watch the extra videos and take notes, homework assignment. Take some more notes, watch these videos, do your homework assignment. And then it will take you to a quiz, a progress check. You must turn in all of your guided notes, those note pages that you fill in, and all of your written work for all of the homework and the progress checks. That makes up your notebook. So you'll get all the way to the bottom. Once you get to the post test, that is where you will either upload or send your guided notebook to me to be graded. You can practice again here, and then you may take the actual post test here as well. Once you've passed that post test, it will be time to move on to Module 2, and Module 2 works the same way. There's an optional pre-test. If you pass that, you move on to Module 3. If you don't, you complete all of this work, and then you take the post test. And so on and so forth until you get to your very last module, and once you pass that very last module by either pre or post testing, then you've passed the course. So 092 and 094 work exactly the same way. It's just that 092 starts with Module 7 and goes through Module 12. And 094 starts at Module 13 and goes through Module 19. And finally, the last tabs that you have access to there's a general way to get into the e-text. So if you go here, you can always hop straight into the book, and you can match up the section for any section you want to get to. So there are lots of ways to enter the e-text through here. There are some selected answers to the e-text. So these are like the answers that are in the back of the book. So as you are working through some e-text examples, if you want to check your answers, you can do that here. And then there's a multimedia library tool. Not many students ever use this, to be honest, so I will stop there. So I've shown you how to navigate through all of the different tabs in MyLabs Plus. What you need to do on your own once you're able to get logged in is you want to go to the Syllabi and Documents tab and take a serious look at your syllabus and at these course policies and at the PACE. I would print off all 3 of those if you can, or at least save them to your desktop or somewhere on your computer so that you always have access to them. But there is a lot of information in here that I can't go over word by word. No one would listen to a video that long anyway, but it's all very important. So take some time to read through those things. Again, once you have access, I realize you won't have access until the semester gets closer to starting, but when it does get close to starting, get logged in and really look at those things and send me questions if you have them, because I want to help you through this. And I know there's a lot of information, and I'm here to help explain anything in here that may be a little bit confusing to you. So I hope this helps you get started off to a great spring 2021 semester. And again, I'm here. Don't be afraid to send me a message and get some help.